our practice gives us this joy to constantly be in the place of discovery, wonder, and awe. So bringing your hands into the space of your heart and reflecting maybe on something that's been recent or maybe a sweet memory from a trip or an interaction where you had that experience of discovery, wonder, and awe. With a recognition that these qualities of being open to discovery, being in wonder and awe, connects us with the thrill of being alive. Release your hands and open your eyes. Big breath up. And every time I stretch up, I'm always in like awe that I'm like, wow, I still need to do this. It still feels good. Keep going. Once more. Exhale, arms down, hands to thighs, tip forward, tip back. So just rocking forward, rocking back, moving from your pelvis. So you'll feel your sitting bones moving across the chair. And there's not a lot of times where, we get to have this wonder and awe of what we sit on, the parts that are the foundation and seated. Probably the only time, we might notice them is if we sit on something that's uncomfortable. And then we're like, ooh, that hurts. Versus now, just feeling that you have bones down there and you can feel yourself rocking across them. You have tissue and flesh. You have muscles, amazing muscles at the base of you. Coming up and staying up. Bring your feet back into the center line so they're lined up with your joints and sweep your arms up. Take one arm down. I'm taking my right arm down. I probably look opposite of you and side bend. And then keep it going. Just keep dropping an arm, raising the opposite arm, and moving from side to side in lateral flexion with however it feels right for you in the timing of it. Some of these just such simple movements we do as preparatory movements to prepare ourselves. Sometimes they're the places of greatest discovery, of the sensations coming in, the feelings of what it feels like to move your body and breathe. Finishing up, when you get to your second side, make it the last one, and then come back up to tall. Step your feet out wide again. Sweep your arms out. Let's make a cactus arm. Go through countertop and scarecrow. Release the arms down. Big breath up. That's it. Cactus, countertop, scarecrow. Release the arms. Two more times. Going through the rotation of the upper arm bone. I'm in wonder and awe that our arms even work based on like how they're constructed. Such a crazy joint. And finish. Big breath up. Side bend to the right or the left, just side bend. And now you're going to add rotation. So turning down to the earth and then turn up to the sky. So as you continue to breathe, feeling where you're like, oh man, this has some places of opportunity or discovery. And letting the ribs, your torso area, lead the movement. So your arm is not swinging forward and back on its own. It's moving with your rib cage. Last one. On your breath cycle, push with your feet, push with your pelvis, come all the way up. Big breath up again. Side bending to the other direction. and breathing. And when you're ready, turning down, turning open. And then just keep it flowing. It's always interesting that there's like this wonder and awe I have. Even though I know it, I'm always still like, wow, feel that. That it feels different on two sides of me. Continue. Finishing up, coming to neutral, push into the feet, the pelvis, in breath and rise. Work your feet together, sweep your arms up, bring your arms behind you, hold on to your chair seat, and push it down as you lift from the center of your chest. Breathe. Release your hands from the chair. Stretch your right leg out, sweep the arms up, forward fold, touch your toe or reach for your knee. Breathe. Come back up. Second side, second leg out. Sweep the arms into a big breath. And on your timing, tip. Breathe. Steady through legs and pelvis on the in-breath rise. Drawing both feet in, sweep the arms up and out. Open them out to a T. Bring your right arm in, your left arm underneath, so you've moved into eagle arms. Bow your head 3 times. Breathing with the movement. Head upright. Open your arms wide. Exhale them down. Big breath up. Open your arms out to a T. Second arm into the midline, other arm underneath. So you've once again entered eagle arms. And then head bow. Completing. When your head's balanced on top of you, open your arms out wide, release them down. Come to the edge of your seat, get ready to stand up, placing your feet well. Push into your feet, stand up, have a seat. Keep going. Just let the arms drip today. Just let them hang there and work on from the legs, right? From the powerful legs and buttock muscles, you control your rise and descent. 4 more. All the way up to good hip extension. So when you come up, open the front of the pelvis. So as you press the pelvis forward, use an exhale to move the belly back. Finishing on this one, stay up. Good. Take a big breath. Move your hands into the space of your heart and release your arms down by your side. Move your chair to the top of your mat. Left foot forward, right leg back. Lunge with back heel down. So putting your back heel down on the ground. We're going to hinge a little bit forward into the forward bend and come upright. Yeah, so hinging from the hip crease, keeping length from tail to crown as you stay connected through your back heel, pressing down. 2 more times. Once more. Stay upright and to the best of your ability, move your belly back, your ribs back, your shoulders back. So your torso is lined up over your pelvis. Sweep your back leg arm up if you can, second arm up, and then hold on to the back leg wrist with the front leg hand and arc yourself towards the side of your front leg. Breathe. Inhale, come to center. Exhale your arms down. Step together, switch sides. This is lunge with back heel down, breathing. When you feel ready, hinge from your hip crease, bow and rise. Just keep that going, right? Breathe and move. I'm always amazed that my calves are tight. Like it never fails. For as much as I do, I'm like, wow, they still could use this. Yep, keep going. And then I'm grateful that I do this because it's what helps keep, fluid function, right? One more time. Come upright. And then again, with your front knee bent, your back heel rooted, just move all of you back. And we start at the base. We start in this belly area, just moving the belly back over the pelvis, moving the ribs over the pelvis, the shoulders over the pelvis. And then in breath, back leg, arm up, big reach. Take hold of your hand that's in the air with your other hand, and we're going to arc towards the side of us of our front leg. So you're adding your lateral bend, and then breathe with it. Good stuff. One more breath cycle. Wait for an inhale, come all the way up. Exhale your arms down, step together. Let's walk back for an L pose. Bend your knees with your sitting bones lifted. Press down from your outer buttocks to your outer heels and breathe. Keeping the reach from pelvis to feet, expand as best you can by trying to slide the ribs away from the pelvis. Early on in my years of these mind body practices, as I was learning how to experience my body, there were so many cues and ideas that I just did not get. You know, I, I was like, I don't even know how you do that, right? What? I don't know what that person's even telling me to do. And if it's possible, walk forward and stand. Take a big breath up. Slide your fingers together, turn your palms open and reach for the sky. And then as I've continued to practice, there's things that I'm like, wow, it's really possible. But I do remember that period of confusion, of not even understanding what was being asked of me and having no idea how I could even create it. One more breath cycle. And then release your arms. Clasp your hands behind your back now. Bend your elbows. Move the head of the arm bones back. And lift from the center of your chest as you draw the tail down. So we're going to be working on an idea that it's old. It's such an old idea. And its original thought uses an analogy or an image that most of us are not familiar with. Like we're like, I don't even know what that is. And now I know what it is because I've used it at my grandmother's house. But after that, and then I think Tony's parents had it in their yard. But other than that, no, you don't see them much anymore. Release. And those two are probably non-functioning now. All right, so breathe, stand and reach up, and exhale your arms down. So have you seen a pump handle, like an old-fashioned pump handle? It's standing on a stem and you do this with it. You guys seen that before? You ever used one? Anybody ever used one? Like you're like, I don't remember, right? Like I'm not sure. They're hard to get water moving out of. You got to pump for quite a bit. So that's the analogy, the visual of what happens in the rib cage, but it's confusing as all get out. A better idea is that there's an umbrella in this upper rib cage area up in here from like chest to top of shoulder girdle. And the umbrella opens when you inhale and it closes in all directions. So the pump handle is in every direction, not just front or back. If we flip it back to an umbrella, the main stem of the umbrella, the handle, the long stem of it, is your spine. Does that work for you? Okay, good. So let's stand for a moment and breathe. You can drop your hands. And what you're just sensing for the next couple of breath cycles is like, can you even grab one of these ideas? Maybe you like the pump handle, but then you got to put a pump handle almost like on a sundial and have it on every vector line coming from the center channel of you. Or if you like the idea of an umbrella and that when you inhale, the umbrella opens, and when you exhale, the umbrella closes. Yeah, uh-huh, right. Yep, yep, but it's deep inside of you. So there's this expansion in the upper chest. The upper chest ribs have a different movement than the lower ribs. So take two more breath cycles. Just see if you can like at least try to get the picture in your head of like either a pump handle, it's got to be a lot of them, or an umbrella opening and closing as you breathe in. So when you breathe in, it lifts and opens, and when you breathe out, it closes. Okay, good. All right, let's walk back and take another L pose, please, and bend your knees. And now here you've just changed direction. Spread your toes, root into your heels, and then lengthen from your pelvis to your ribs. Then go into the upper ribs. I know your arms are overhead. It changes everything. See if you can have this feeling of not just the umbrella opening in the front of the chest, but it's also the umbrella opens in the back body, the back ribs, and the side ribs. This is hard, the side ribs. Give it a shot. Can you feel the side ribs, the ones like just around your armpit area? Can you feel them expanding when you inhale? And they'll expand laterally. They'll go right and left in expansion. So you kind of widen out. One more. Okay, walk forward and stand. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Where were we? Could you get a little bit of that? You got it. Good. Okay. Yeah. And even if you're like, I got the visual. Yeah, thumb up, thumb down, kind of, sort of, maybe. All right. Chair in front of you, standing on your left foot, right foot on top of the chair. Breathe. Sweep the arms up. Yeah, so this stuff, can I say that it started with Mabel Ellsworth Todd? I don't know. But, Lulu Swigert, Andre Bernard, they carried these ideas forward. And, now they're out here in like modern teaching, right? Modern day teaching. Grab onto your standing leg wrist with your front leg hand and tip towards your front leg. So with all this side bending and me telling you to breathe into your armpits, I hope your moment of recognition is like, this is a side body class. She's trying to open my breathing spaces. Inhale and come up. Exhale and release your arms. Switch sides. Step up onto the chair. In breath, arms up. Breathing, grab hold of your leg that's on the ground, that hand, with the leg that's on the chair hand, and then tip towards the side of you that has the foot on the chair. And breathe. When you add lateral flexion, it gives you a little bit bigger ability to feel the expansion in the ribs when you inhale. So let yourself feel that, particularly in the area around the armpit, the upper ribs. Inhale and come up. Exhale and release your arms. All right, keeping your chair where it is, turn sideways to it. Doesn't matter which foot's forward first. I'll cue front leg, back leg. So turning your back foot in, that's the foot farthest away from the chair. Turn your front foot in, that's the one closest to the chair. Sweep your arms up, reach them out, come into your knee bend, and take your back arm and bring it into eagle, and then your front arm underneath. So you've added eagle arms. Reaching from the back of the heart to the elbow tips, expand the back of you. And now breathe into it. Think about that umbrella idea. So when you inhale, you've created the expansion of the tissue with the eagle arms. The back body is expanding through a stretch. Can you add in when you inhale, right? From the inside of you, you're focusing on the expansion. One more breath cycle. On the in-breath, open the arms out wide. Come to warrior two. Turn your gaze and look over your front hand as you stay steady and strong in your back leg with the outer and inner heel rooting down and your toes spreading wide. Wait for an exhale. Bring your front hand to the chair seat, top hand to the sky. Breathe. Here's a side bend again. Let's focus on the upper ribs. When you breathe in, can you feel this expansion from inside of you into the upper ribs? Now, you could just reach the top arm higher, but Try it. If you just reach the top arm higher, it just kind of pulls the tissue from the outside of you. Just notice that. Like, okay, that's good. Bigger bonus points if you can breathe and feel the umbrella opening on the inhale inside the upper side ribs. Take your top arm over your head now. Big reach. Stay with this idea of this expansion on the inside of you. And if you'd rather just put one pump handle and it's coming up, into the side rib cage, it's lifting up from the inside of you into the side rib cage when you inhale. Maybe the pump handle is going to work better here for you. Press into your back foot, in breath and rise. Exhale and release your arms. Good, that was a long time. So turn your feet, heel tone them in. We'll switch to the other side. You may turn around. You may move your chair. Both are awesome. And return to your wide stance. You're on second side, back foot in, front foot open. Sweep the arms up, around and out. Come into your knee bend. Back leg arm in, front leg arm underneath. So you've entered eagle arms. Breathe. And now do actively expand the tissue in the back body heart space, like that shoulder blade area. And to do that, you know the trick. You lift your elbows just a little higher to the height of the shoulders. That's right. And then you expand the elbow tips to the wall in front of you. And you can feel the tissue. And it's like the superficial layer, like the outside of you, right? Skin level, maybe, a couple levels underneath the skin. You can feel that the tissue layers expanding. Now, to get the deeper tissue layers, we got to go into breath. And let's use either the pump handle or the umbrella. And when you inhale, let it expand. 3 more breath cycles. So the expansions in the back body and the side body. On your next inhale, open your arms out wide, come into warrior 2, and even turn your gaze to look at your front hand. Breathe. Waiting for an exhale. Hand to chair, top hand to sky, and we're in a lateral bend. Play the contrast game, right? So try just reaching the arm up higher. That does a lot of good stuff. Feel what that does. And play with either just, a solitary pump handle in there. And when you inhale, the pump handle's rising inside your body into those upper ribs. And if you're like, I don't get that pump handle, go for, one portion of an umbrella, right? So it's like 1/4 of the umbrella that's coming in from the inside of your side body, expanding on every inhale. And then, of course, it closes, it kind of recoils on every exhale. 2 more breath cycles. Continue with your breath. Remain steady and strong in the legs as you take your top arm overhead. Breathe. Press down into your back foot, toes spreading wide. On your in-breath, come up. Good work. Heel toe your feet in. Oh, let's bring the chair to us. Let's have the back facing us, L pose. Walk back, take a wide stance, L pose, and bend your knees. Create fullness from the inside. What an amazing blessing and gift to be able to feel that we can fill ourselves, that we expand from the inside. Take your right hand towards your left foot. So you're adding a twist. Peek underneath your left armpit. The left side ribs, especially in the armpit area, are pretty exposed. So we could put our attention there and use our visual, right? We've got two of them. Pick one and breathe. On your inhale, return both hands to the chair seat. Continue to breathe, and let's take the left hand towards the right foot, lifting the right armpit up, breathing. One more breath cycle. On an inhale, come out of your twist. Continue to breathe. As you feel ready, walk forward to stand. Chair beside you. Leg closest to the chair will be your tree pose leg. Let's start with the tree pose with our foot on the ground, and we'll work on just opening and closing the leg. So you're using your foot on the ground as a pivot point to open and close the leg. Do that a few more times. And then maintain the turn out position and just bring it up onto your shin bone. So stay low, and then let's turn it out, turn it in at this height. Yeah, a little more balance involved here. Breathing. Okay. Bring the knee forward and then raise it up a little bit higher. See if you can get above the knee. And today, you're allowed to bend over and pick it up. Go ahead and bend over and grab your leg and move it up higher. Yeah. And let's just hold this position now. So your inner thigh of your standing leg, push it into your foot. And then your foot pushes back. Keep that and press your pelvis forward more, but move your belly back. Standing leg arm, in breath it up. You know we got to put a side bend in this. You know we have to add the umbrella or the pump handle. So bend your elbow of the hand that's on your chair. Let yourself tip towards your chair. That's the way. And breathe. Go up into the upper rib cage area. So it's somewhere between like your bra line and your armpit area. And we know the ribs go above the armpit, right? There's ribs like under the collarbone, 1 and 2, they're up there. And as you inhale, check in with your expansion feeling from the inside of you. Pushing down into your standing foot. Inhale and come up. Slide your folded leg into length. Stand in both legs for a moment. You can bend your knees a few times too, because that standing leg had a big workout. Yeah, good. All right, so turn around or move your chair. We got second side, tree pose. So our outside leg will be our standing leg. Leg closest to your chair is your gesture leg. Just be on your tippy toe to start. So your tree pose leg is on the ground and you're turning your knee open and close. So it's an open close move with your pelvis staying steady, working from your hip joint. One more. All right, stay in the open position and just move your leg up wherever it wants to land on your calf. And same dance. Knee moves forward, knee moves to the side, right? So we know it's not the knee moving. We know it's the ball in the socket of the hip joint, way up in the pelvic area. Sitting next to your pubic bone is the joint. One more time. Okay. Keeping the out position, you get to bend over today and pick your foot up and put it on your thigh. So try to get it above your knee if you can. Coming upright, breathe, in breath. Standing leg arm up, soften the elbow of the chair leg and side bend. Focus on breath. It's happening anyway. Right? You're breathing. If you're here long enough, you're going to breathe. And then add your extra ideas, right? That it's not just breathing, it's that when we inhale from the inside of us, there's expansion and there's lateral expansion. Side ribs have movement. One more breath cycle. On your in breath, rise. Exhale, release your leg and your arms. All right, so when I was first taught to breathe laterally, here's what I was given. Take your hands and hold right here and breathe into your hands. I had nothing. Like nothing was happening. I was like, got nothing. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean breathe into my hands? So you got a thumbs up. Yep, okay, okay. So breathe into your hands. And that's all we've been practicing is your ability. Yeah, kind of, sort of, right? Did you feel it in the other positions though? Did you get it a little bit in the other shapes that you could breathe from the inside, even though you don't feel it here? Yeah, so each of us are different. This I can do now, but I could not do it like, for a good decade. Then the other one was you would put your hands here, right here, and they'd be like expand your arms apart. I'd be like, what? Like, what do you mean expand my arms apart? Not up, out with the inhale. So the elbows don't lift. See if you can feel that when you inhale, you'll feel your arms moving away from each other when you inhale. Good. And then release. So I was never given any like, this is how you do it, which is just what I gave you. The first part of the practice was like the knowledge. Hey, this is how you do it. You go from the inside and you got to get a visual and go for it. But just to hold here and go move your arms, I'm like, I don't know what does that. What does that? Right? Okay, so let's take an L pose. So too fun. I found that teaching so frustrating. I thought I was such a failure. Breathe. I think other people are just faking that they got it, they were doing it, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. And I'm thinking, come on, what are you doing? Help me understand what you're doing to get this. One more breath cycle. Good. And walk forward and stand. Okay, turn your chair seat to face you. Trikonasana. Another side shape. Take a wide stance. Doesn't matter which way you're going. I'll cue back leg, front leg. Back leg in, front leg open. Two legs are long, pulling towards each other as you reach the arms up big. Stretch them out wide. Come into your triangle pose. We're in a side bend. You could reach more with the hand to the sky. Feel what that does. It's got a lot of value. And then you could get even more like value or understanding or expansion, right? Spaciousness for your organs. If you can try to take one of those visuals, right, and go into the space inside of you and open an umbrella on every inhale. And let's just think about 1/4 of it, just the part of the umbrella that's coming up into their top ribs. One more breath cycle. Step into your back foot. Inhale and come up. Exhale and release the arms. Okay. Heel toe your feet. Let's do triangle on the other side. Wide stance again. Back foot in, front foot open. Breathe, stretch your arms, reach them wide. Hinge from the hip crease, come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Go for the outer form of you and just reach the top hand to the sky more, right? Reach more from the outer form of you. Lovely. Great. You guys have that. You've been doing this forever. Now go inside you, right? And create the expansion from inside with breath. Every inhale. Two more. Strong in the back leg. In breath, rise tall. Exhale, release your arms. Heel toe your feet in. All right. Chair to the top of the mat, back facing you again. Staggered stance. Let's have right foot forward, left leg back. Short stance, two legs long. Breathe. Sweep the arms up. Hinge from your hip crease, go forward. Bring your hands to your chair back. Eventually, you move them down when you're ready towards the seat. You can hold on to any parts of the chair that feel stable and appropriate for you. Bend your front knee, lift your back leg up in the air. Breathe. Back leg is left. That means right arm up. So it's opposite arm and leg lifted. The arm that's up in the air, thumb up. So palm of the hand faces you. And now arc your torso. Here's your lateral bend. Arc your torso a little bit from right to left. So the arm in the air is arcing and helping move the spine over to the left. So you're creating a lateral bend. And I know you're balancing. I know it's tricky. I know trying to do this when it's in a tricky pose. And now go inside your body and breathe and see if you can go into that side rib area in this challenging balance moment with a lateral bend. One more breath cycle. Give it a good fair, like you got to picture that umbrella in there or a pump handle. It helps. When you inhale, it expands. When you exhale, it just recoils. All right, waiting for an inhale, bring your torso back into neutral. Hand down, leg down, two knees slightly bent. Weight in the feet as toes spread. With that strong press from pelvis to heels, open from your hip hinge and rise tall. Hands move to midline and then right into the space of your heart. You ready for your challenge? Second side. All right, so it's left foot forward, right leg back. Got your short staggered stance. Breathe. Inhale, arms up. So you're already in this long expression of you. Knees can be a little soft as you hinge from the hip crease. Hands move to chair, seat, chair back. You determine where the best place is to hold. As you continue to breathe, shift your weight into your front foot so that you can lift your back leg up, maintaining a level pelvis. Expand the opposite arm forward. So if right leg's up, it's left arm up. And then turn your left thumb skyward. Keep breathing. Here's that next part where we're adding lateral flexion to this balance pose. So the left arm's going to help lead. It's not going to be big. A curved movement. It's like you're side bending, left arm's going over to the right, and your spine definitely is arcing. It'll be small, but it's happening. Keep breathing and add your extra layer now. Go inside of you. Go into the space of your vital organs. And then when you inhale, it's either a pump handle or an umbrella, like a quarter, one panel of the umbrella, expanding into the left ribs up in that like bra line armpit area, side ribs. Two more breath cycles. Waiting for an inhale. Come out of the side bend, hand to the chair, leg and foot return to underneath you. Steady through the legs, breathing. As you press down from pelvis to feet, rise up, sweeping the arms. Meet them up at the top above you, and then bring your hands through the midline of you and into the space of your heart and release them down. So, all this stuff gives us this freedom up in this area. It can help resolve neck pain. Let's move our chair off to the side. Can also allow our heart and our lungs to have a little bit more spaciousness for their pulsating rhythm, right? So here's the lungs, right? And here's the heart. They need room. So we're going to play with the wings of the heart through a rotation of the arms, and then we're going to go to the floor. So when your arms come forward, you want to dive your thumbs down and rotate. See, that's when your arms come forward. It's almost like I don't want to call it butterfly because I don't know how to do the butterfly swimming stroke, but it's kind of like that. And then when your arms move back, put your thumbs down to the ground that way. Yeah, and let your spine curl and arch and play with the rotation of the arm, like really overemphasize that the arms are rotating. So sometimes what can be the hiccup in some of this tissue opening, right, might be that, one of the arms is stuck. Maybe like for me, I broke my shoulder, oh my gosh, one of my 20s. So that was a long time ago. But I still have the residual effects of it all these decades later, right? Just like you. You've been through stuff. And then it's always like this place of awe and amazement that you'll feel an old injury, right? You'll have this feeling of it again of like, oh, there it is again. Keep going, rotating the arms, flexing and extending the spine. One more. Okay, finishing it up. Release the arms down. Okay, alrighty. Alrighty. Take a big breath up. Squat pose, Uttasana, as if you're sitting in a chair. Fold forward, touch the ground. Let your head release so you're in Uttanasana, a standing forward fold. Knees are bent, toes are spreading wide. 2 more breath cycles here. Bring your knees down to the mat. So one of the cool things that really, becomes amazing, like where you're like, wow, is like you learn about that you can breathe in here, and then all of a sudden you just find yourself doing it. Like you're driving in a car, you're hanging out with friends, and I don't know, for some reason you're just like all of a sudden thinking about it, and then you just do it. And you're like, wow, look at me. Look what I just did. All right, go ahead and recline all the way down to your back. And that's why we practice. The practice reveals the opportunities, these moments of discovery. Cross your right leg over your left for figure 4. Waiting for an exhale. Take this shape of figure 4 in and hug it. With your hands wrapped around your left hamstring, stretch your left leg long. So now you've got this hamstring stretch on the left. Add in a point flex of your left ankle, a circle the other way. Good. All right, fold your left leg, put it on the ground. Keep your right leg in figure 4, and let's see if we can separate the 2 legs. Could you just bring the figure 4 leg? This is like an attitude leg in dance. Can you bring just that leg, right leg into your chest without the left leg? Yeah, like what's possible there? Breathe. Keep good ankle flexion, good toe spreading. Yeah, because that keeps an active muscular energy going that almost creates like a protective boundary, right? Helps keep us safe as we explore. And then this leg that's in figure 4, see if it wants to move to and from right to left. And you might feel yourself rocking, on a little bit more weight on the right pelvis than the left pelvis. That's fine, but make it more about the leg moving than moving across the pelvis. You're going to feel weight shift in the pelvis, but you're not leading the movement with the pelvis. You're leading it with the hip joint, with the leg. All right, finish up. Return your leg back to the earth, uncross it, stretch them out. Just give yourself a moment here. Breathe. Let your arms be how they're going to be. Hmm. So when I say breathe, now that we were at the end of the class and you had like this good 45 minutes of connecting with an idea, right? An idea that's deep inside of you. What a cool thing that you can touch and feel through breath, the inside of you. So as we move into our remaining shapes for the next 10 minutes of class, anytime I say breathe, be thinking about like what did you experience during class that you want to maybe return to because it's pretty interesting. It's got that moment of like, wow, interesting. There's something to discover. All right, bend your knees, second side, figure four. Take the shape of figure four in, wrap your hands around your right thigh bone. Ankles are flexed, toes are spreading, and then lengthening your right leg into the hamstring stretch. Add in movement at your ankle joint, so it's a point flex. You could add a circle, other way. Folding your right leg on your timing to the ground, keeping the figure four shape of your left leg. Reach out, take hold of the leg. So now you're just bringing the left leg in as much as it wants to go, right? It'll have a place where it's like, hey, I'm happy, don't go any further. And if you're feeling a little bit of impingement or pain, back off a little bit, change it up so that you're not in that place. And then move the leg from side to side. And again, you will feel a shift of weight on your pelvis from right to left, but we're not after a rocking of the pelvis. That's just like what's happening. What we're after is like a movement of the leg, right? Or fascinated by like the ball in the socket. Okay, finish that up. Draw the left leg down, uncross it, stretch it out. Take a moment and breathe. We worked a lot in the upper body through breath. It's like we had a massage, from the inside of us. So let's go ahead and get onto our side and do some movement. So laying on your side, knees tucked up, heels lined up with tail. Put your arms in the gator chomp position. And let's telescope the arms. So the top arm first like telescopes out. So the top arm goes beyond the bottom arm. Go, go, go. Like how far can the top arm extend beyond the bottom arm? And you're allowed to let your head move, right? So you can get more length for the top arm. And then when you're ready, start retracting the telescope and drag your top hand across your bottom arm. Even move it across your chest. And then as you come into the twist, let your top arm reveal into the twist so it can open all the way out to the T position if it feels okay. Keep going. You'll fold the gesture arm, drag the hand in a loving touch across your chest, across your bottom arm. And then once again, you're going to reach beyond the bottom hand, whatever you got to do to like, oh, take that arm even longer so it's telescoping out. Keep breathing and continue with telescoping arms. There'll be parts of this movement that you're like, oh, right here. Yeah, this is the place. Oh, wow. Hang out there and breathe. And when I say the word breathe, like you could add that extra from the inside where you're opening from an image of either a pump handle or an umbrella. One more time. Okay. As you complete it, just flip to the other side. So you have the same thing on your second side. So once you get side lying with your hips stacked, shoulders stacked, have your heels lined up pretty much with your tailbone, your sacrum, right? Your knees forward. And then arms in gator chomp. You know how to go long, go long, go long, telescope out. And then trace your bottom arm with your top hand. Even keep your hand in contact with your chest tissue. So it's like you're giving yourself a loving touch. Open to your twist and then return. Keep flowing, keep breathing. And you know what that means. If there's places where you want to linger, because you're like, wow, there's some possibility here, linger and add the extra from the inside of you. This deeper knowledge that you have, this deeper connection to breath. This one that you're on is your last one. Take your time. When you're back at the gator chomp, just go beyond, right? Go for that big final telescoping out. And then stack the arms and roll onto your back. On your back, draw both knees into your chest. Transition your legs to happy baby. Breathe. Sensing your ability to expand laterally. Bring your heels to your buttocks, your knees to the midline. On your timing, transition to a rest shape. So any shape, you could lay flat on your back, you could lay on your side, you could put your legs up on your furniture. And as you rest, feel this amazing movement of your breath. It's just naturally there. Feeling the expansion when you inhale, not trying to make it happen. That part of the class is over. Now we're just like noticing what is and being in that moment of awe and wonder of how magnificent it is that we are here and we're alive to delight in living this life. Notice your breath. Delighting in this expansion of you from the inside out. Bring your hands into any gesture in the space of your heart with gratitude for these practices. Namaste.